Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. Hope you're doing good. So this morning earlier, I did my videotaping with HG Tutor. It could be up to a couple weeks. I'm not sure entirely. New editor he has. So yeah, did have a little problem getting uploaded though, or getting on camera with them. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we finally made do. You will hear me discuss the 10 commandments that I have for Megan, and silly me, I wrote down my responses to each one without writing down the actual 10 commandments, so my fault. I thought he was going to read them off and then I respond, but I was wrong. So we talk about plastic surgery, moon bumps, and clawing and big feet and hands, and appropriation of ethnicities and so forth. So hopefully you tune in. And silly me, since we had such technical difficulties tuning in or getting on camera, I forgot to even put my lights on myself, so my lighting's not quite what I was planning on, but oh well, it is what it is. So anyways, it's more of a serious. I thought it'd be a little more playful and fun, but I just marking the things that I don't want her to continue doing. So there's that. So it should be soon enough. Anyways, carrying on here. I'm going to cover the no mending fences for Meghan and Harry right now. Well, we know Meghan's it's not even possible. But for Harry, we know Harry wants to mend fences. It was in the Daily Mail with Richard Eden. They're aware Harry wants to mend fences. But it was, quote unquote, not sufficient or close enough for an invitation to be sent. Yeah, so any future faking, falsehoods, we're going to be showing up. Then we're going to go to his uncle's house and stay at Diana's old house. But hey, that's not even on the table too, because Meghan's really not allowed to, as we know. She's kind of been blocked, is what's been said. Kept at airports, not allowed to step out of the airport. So that's just another fakery that they like to do. So let's get some cards on. Gotta say, I know the family's going to be great without them. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, it's going to be beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and just fantastic. I mean, there's going to be no stress there. It's just going to be celebrating life from a very rough year of cancer diagnoses and treatment. So I'm sure they don't want that negative vibe surrounding them. I'm sure they don't want the awkwardness, the silences in the room, any doubt or confusion, or, how is it going to go? Nobody needs that, so perfectly fine, perfectly wonderful. But not so wonderful for Meghan and Harry, since they are insufferable and can't stand each other, but still put on the facade that they're happy ever after. And Harry putting out these defense mechanism posts that it's not true that they're going to get a divorce. I do think that if they did stay together, it's just going to be a marriage of absolute misery, of living separately, and really just doing it in a very petulant way, just to show people that, see, we're still together, you're wrong. But not happy. It's just going to be complete separation, and it's just for the cameras, as it has been. It would just be continuing on for the camera, but there's no substance or anything behind the faux pictures, the faux whatever. And him now fighting. He's also still fighting against the make-believe car chase in New York. He's that thick. He's that thick where he still wants to believe himself to be a victim, apparently. Even though you can only go like 12 miles per hour at best in New York City, and there are no race car driving. There is no speed. It's impossible. But yeah, he's still harping on about that. So it just goes to show how incredibly thick he is, and how incredibly thick he is to try and preserve some sort of cheeky chappy, I'm an innocent person. A lot of people are saying on feeds, including here, about what an angry, petulant little boy he's always been. He's always been this way. This is nothing new. The image was maintained by the family to make him likable, but he's not. He never has been. He's always been angry and difficult and combative. And now that he doesn't have them, obviously, this is why he's going just crazy, because there's no one there to stop him. Meghan's not going to stop him. Megan wants him to do it because it's fuel, it's negative fuel, it's attention. Look at us. Oh, what are we doing now? It creates that fantasy, that whole like, oh, we're our own reality show through news sources that we pay for and that we pay dearly for, and spending all his mother's millions of dollars. It's pretty sickening, but it's totally understandable. I just hit my phone. Why they're not invited? Who wants two snakes sitting at the table? Or actually rats eating at the resources and possibly miking up, because we know that they like to do that. So let's get this. No invitation sent. No invitation sent. So let's get some energy on no invitation sent. What is the energy on no invitation sent? How is the vibe coming from the Harkles, the Harkles, the Harkles, the Harkles? I'm sure they'll do their own thing. You know, they're not even going to put out a picture. So bottom line here is they're feeling like they need help. They do need help. They're burdened. They're going to act like they're going to help other people. So probably Megan will probably show up at one of those, feeding people, just so she can get the photo op. She'll probably go in, throw on an apron, put a few scoops of food on a plate, say, got the shot? Okay, great. Now I'm leaving. So she'll probably do that. She'll probably just, I'm surprised she didn't do it at Thanksgiving, or maybe she did and I didn't catch it, but a lot of celebrities will do that, and some of them just do it just for the show, and they don't actually stay and do the work. So that's how I'm feeling about that. I'm going to do this now. There we go. Boom. So yeah, she just has to walk away from the family. They have walked away. And basically, they need help, but they're not available. Sorry, can't help you. You walked away. Yeah, we're having our wonderful celebration. We're just a very wealthy, all the benefits of life, just absolute luxury, and Megan's not going to be there. She left. You didn't want us, so good riddance. It's a good riddance. We know you need help, but oh well. So she knows it. She's just going to keep walking. She cannot go back, you guys. There is no going back. Her back is faced to the family, and she needs help. She knows she needs who's gonna lift my burdens from me. Who's gonna give me a hand? I'm feeling kind of disheartened here, and feeling a bit oppressed mentally, physically, total burnout. She's got mental problems here. She's definitely struggling. Challenge position is, loss of a loved one. So she's thinking, it's your loss, not mine. So definitely saying, well, they're just simply not worth it. And basically, she cannot get anyone to be a team player. They cannot. It's taking stock, and they just say, hey, you guys aren't worth it. It's loss of a resource, loss of a family member, bad apple. You rolled away from the tree. Goodbye. Keep walking. And, it's sort of that low-flying fruit position here. A lot of setbacks and delays. They're going to see it as, it's just a delay for now. That's her mindset. That's why she keeps putting out that narrative. It's why Harry puts out that narrative. It's probably just delayed from them even losing each other at this point. And getting to the root issues is taking longer than scheduled with the Seven of Pentacles. So they're really not grounded. They're not growing. They're not flourishing. They're not blooming any extra fruit in life. It's just all a facade. They took on the challenge and they failed. And now the family's like, no, just keep walking. I know you need help, but just keep walking. Here we go. Focal point. Focal point. Focal point. Here we go. Focal point. Yep, they just don't have the loyalty with the Page of Wands in reverse. You went down the wrong road. Not too smart, not too academic, not too studious, not learning from life experiences. That Pentacles down. So basically, there's just slow, steady winning the race just isn't happening for them. Contracts are falling through their fingertips. They're not really putting in enough effort to actually grow and progress. They're lazy. Whatever they're attempting to grow in terms of material world and gains is failing, and they're severe arrested development. So that's like two toddlers fighting it out, and probably will walk away from each other and lose each other and just needing help. Probably need psychotherapy help. Coming to an end there with that Ten of Wands. Past position. is looking angelic and balanced and getting that controlling their behavior with patience, taking that middle ground and having control over all their endeavors of trying to grow and expand so they can get that money, trying to think that's their new journey and path, but it's not happening, thinking they can balance things, that balance the scales, being patient. They're losing their patience too. They don't have the patience. They can't balance themselves at all. So they're in denial, because they're in denial over it because they thought they were patient, but the patience isn't serving them anymore. So really it kind of lands on being kind of reversed, that it doesn't serve them. So basically things just aren't flowing for them. The fact that it's just they can't balance themselves, and they're not willing to balance themselves for them. They're not going to throw themselves down for the benefit of traders, people who are not loyal, who decided to get off the family tree and walk from the family, and then actually needing help now. Sorry, take care of yourself. Time to grow up with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get to the root, subconscious root. I'm going to take these, but I'm not going to take all of them. I'm going to go from here. So we got here blocked heart chakra. The blocked heart chakra is because they just basically, they don't want to see or hear from them. They're losing out on opportunities because it's debating. We really don't even want to debate. Yeah, you want to create balance and debate. Yeah, I don't know. We got the wise wisdom about you. We know pretty much what we need. It's an intellectual crossroad of debate. And going into the future is they know debating would be going into the dark energy of giving Meghan and Harry what they want, and greediness and temptations. And basically they're lying to themselves, and it's a marriage that it's a loveless marriage for Meghan and Harry with the devil, and it's a lot of drugs, addiction, and it's debating. It's like, well, we know they're still users, we know that they're puppet masters, we know that they like control and chain people to their narratives and get them on the dark side of that shared fantasy of darkness, and just want to pull you by the puppet strings. They know that's how they are. And that we have the Fool here, that they're hoping that they do well, though. I think they want them to do well. Meghan and Harry are hoping that they can do better, that they can take a risk and the universe will bless them and getting that money that they always wanted, so that they can have their own huge sums and not need the family through the lack of loyalty of walking. And so basically they took that risk. Now keep going. Where's your loyalty? Go find it somewhere else. You did it on your free will here. You made the wrong move, though, with the Three of Wands, and now you need to revert to your old belief system, or better, you need to revert to higher quality of the way things were taught to you. But they can't seem to get low of their temptations here, and they put in all the wrong moves because of drugs, alcohol, and control, nothing but control issues, thinking that the universe would be on their side, but it wasn't on their side, and there is no growth and expansion of them because people see them as the devil, as Queen Elizabeth called Meghan out on. She's evil. She's absolutely evil, and she made all the wrong moves, including leaving and walking away. And then we have here social media. So hitting up social media, I expect them to hit social media here. They're going to hit social media, which will be another wrong move of control, hoping that it benefits them in some way because they need financial help. They need something from it. So they're going to hope to get love bombed. Hope that it happens fast, that it spreads far and wide. They were hoping to get some kind of invite here and that they can travel in, because the Eight of Wands is a travel card and being told yes. So they were hoping, well, maybe they'll let us, and that they'll take a risk with us and travel in, but we got no here. So they're basically going to have to travel on their own. And create some sort of positive energy. So they might travel somewhere, go on another vacation and spend more gas on a private jet, probably some exotic location, probably communicate with each other, but not really going into each other, probably separately. And then Meghan's going to want to rise herself up, make herself look popular, assertive, and she's in control. She's successful, and she's already doing that now. I saw a picture of her at a baby shower with Marcus Anderson, that one of the actresses that she hangs out with, and some nobody, I don't know, who was pregnant. Someone did say in the feed that she had more people she followed rather than the followers she had for herself. But Marcus was there. Everyone's in pink. So she's going to try to paint herself as having friends and being very likable. Uh, Definitely the rising phoenix. Oh, look at me. Doesn't matter. They don't want me. I'm going to still rise up. Not seeing Harry on the table. And then freeing herself from the royal family. I don't care. It was toxic. I needed to get out of that cage anyways. I'm free. And look at me. I'm doing so well. And then the final outcome is I'm going to go where I'm welcome, where people open their doors to me, of the Six of Cups upright. So she's going to find where influences from her past, which I saw today in today's post, that she was with that actress and she was with Marcus Anderson. So she's going to be hanging out with Marcus Anderson, because he's always been there for her. She's going to hide the dysfunction that she's feeling. She knows the past is gone. She knows she can't go back. She's going to reminisce. She's also going to reminisce her childhood of Christmas that she had, probably with her father and other people. She's going to try and consolidate as much support as she can find from the past, because it's very nostalgic. So she's going backwards. She's not going forward as a business person, but she's, in her mind's eye, she freed herself. She's going to find business. She's going to reach that goal, and she's going to use the people from the past. So this is her taking the shelf dynamic energy. And the shelf dynamic energy is, basically taking people off the shelf that she once had as a primary source of supply or secondary source of supply, utilizing their gifts and talents, because she knows they'll open the door. She knows they're loyal, and through them, she can help her expand and grow in a faster way. So she's going to go back to her original blueprint map of how she got to where she was getting Harry in the first place. So she's going to go back to her narcissist handbook of tricks that have always worked for her in the past, and just reutilize those tricks with the devil card. She's just going to use that and use money from and the gifts and whatever they can provide her to elevate herself, because they're going to allow with low boundaries to let her in, not seeing her as a taker, not seeing her as someone who's a walking red flag of dark vices. They're going to willingly let her in. So basically, it's probably just like-minded at this point, because they're so loyal and willing to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is how I see it, with not mending fences and not invited, no invitation sent. So I'm getting a lot of Meghan on the table here, and Harry's going to hope that he can be invited. If I'm going to read from Harry's aspect, Harry is still wanting that door open of reconciliation. But Meghan's going to elevate herself for herself. Harry still is going to hope they take a risk for him, even though they don't want to be caught up in a mental cage with him. They gave him, you got your freedom. You got your freedom. This is your freedom. You got your freedom. Enjoy your freedom. But he's not enjoying his freedom. That's why he's still in that toxic relationship, hoping they debate the situation. And at some point in time, they will take him back. People have said that this is where the conversation will probably go with the new president-elect Donald Trump. Trump likes the royal family, so I have to say this. I agree with the comments on it, that he will probably hammer it out as to what to do with Harry, not throwing him under the bus. He won't have any accountability, but what can we do to take care of Harry so we don't have a problem here, so that we're not paying for his security and using tax dollars money? Can you alleviate us from this situation and take your son back and welcome him back, take the risk and take him back, deal with his drug problems, and get on with life? And so that's probably what we're seeing in that spread as well. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.